Hello, Peace Tribe. Wagwan, guys. Welcome back to another Peaceful Ambition. Guys, I'm going to make this short, sweet, and to the point. This message is for the lonely, for the people that feel like they're lonely out there. Guys, I get lonely too, despite me maybe knowing people or even having this platform to talk to many people and communicate with people on the daily a lot, I still feel lonely. So I want to talk about, just loneliness in general and talk about how we can feel like, we're not alone when we may really be alone, or how we can be okay with being alone. Because not always, I feel like being lonely could be a bad thing. Sometimes being lonely could be a moment that, we need for ourselves in order for ourselves to see the changes that we need to make, or for moments to learn to appreciate ourselves or the people that we don't have in our lives anymore. So guys, let's just jump into this video. So I brought up the point a little bit in the intro, not all the time when we feel lonely is a bad thing. And the reason why I feel that way is because not too long ago, someone wrote me saying that, they live by themselves, they don't have kids, they don't have many friends, and they just move somewhere where they're by themselves. And they feel so lonely and they don't know what to do. They're like, should I get a pet? Should I get some plants? What should I do? And I told them, this is a time for you to enjoy your own company. A time for you to, yes, you're alone, but to feel not lonely, because you know that these moments that you're having alone, you have freedom. You can do whatever you want. You're not tied down to a relationship, to a child, to even a plant if you go out of town, or an animal, or whatever the case is. Use this time to learn yourself. Use this time to travel. Use this time to do something that you've never been able to do before. Yeah, you might be lonely, but that also means that you're not tied down. So we have to see the positive in things, or even just a different perspective on things. Yeah, I may have a quiet house, but that means I can study. I don't have to be distracted. When we're able to finally comprehend the fact that, yeah, I may be alone, but I'm not lonely because I have my own self as my best friend. I can go out and do things by myself, guys. And it was a learning process for me, especially when I was pregnant with Talani. I was big and pregnant, but I still did things by myself because I wanted to be sure that I could become my own best friend. That if it comes down to me feeling happy, me feeling joyful, or whatever the case is, I can look to myself to bring those things to me. I don't necessarily need a crowd of people, even need a best friend, or even need my spouse's approval or praise to feel like I'm doing something right. I can do those things because I'm used to making myself proud, because I'm used to knowing that everything that I'm doing right now, it may affect them, but it's not for them. So when I'm by myself, I'm around people, but I'm still alone. So when you are able to comprehend the fact that no matter where I go, I'm still alone. I'm still carrying myself for myself. I'm still carrying myself as Tiera. I'm not carrying myself as a company. I'm not carrying myself as we. I'm carrying myself as myself. So even when I'm alone, I'm still myself. Even when I'm around people, I'm still myself. So it's more so just the mindset that we have to have of saying, okay, you know what? I'm not going to be around people a lot. I don't live with anyone. I don't really have much friends. I don't go places. I don't do those things. And if you make it a burden on yourself or make it something negative, then yeah, you're going to feel it. But if you say, you know what, this is where I am in life, and it's just a season, and it's going to change.
Life is good. It's orange.
It's good? Okay.
Good.
Yeah, orange is good. And guys, personally speaking, I also sometimes experience patches of loneliness. I think that it's a normal thing for humans to go through, especially if your personality is the type of personality that likes to be around people, that likes to, talk and associate yourself with people and everything. Nothing's wrong with that, not at all. However, guys, it's when we feel lonely, how to know to pick ourselves back up, or how to know to get ourselves out of that slump. So these are things that I feel like I've done that really helped me. I try to reinvent myself or bring something new into my life. It kind of takes your mind off of the negative things or the things that's making you lonely. Maybe join a group. Maybe even get into a book. Maybe, start a new hobby. So just do something that can kind of give you a sense of new. Good job, baby. Swallow it now. exercise. Just do something different. Try to reinvent yourself in some type of way. And then once you reinvent yourself and you feel like, okay, I got this in the bag, things are seeming pretty solid, and you're getting a little routine going on or whatever the case is, just try to stick to it and always be positive. Stop. And reward yourself, people. There's nothing wrong with buying yourself something if you can afford it. Put it in your budget. Take yourself out. Do whatever you have to do to make yourself feel good. When you become your own best friend, when you become the person that, stop. When you become the person that, you're okay with being by yourself, and that, I don't care if I get stares. I don't care if people may think whatever they want. All I know is that I'm enjoying myself, and while they're looking at me, they're going to be watching me enjoy myself. So, keep watching. And I know it's easier said than done to just say, when you're feeling lonely, don't. Just be strong and just be positive. Guys, like I said, I go through this, so I know that it's definitely not easy. I know that it's something that you have to work on. I know it's something that you have to pray on. So with that being said, we have to know that when things do happen to us, the last thing that we're going to do is to succumb to them, because it's not the end for us. It's not even just the beginning. It's like it's ongoing. So as long as we don't give up, as long as we know that this is just a state of mind for right now, that, I may not have people around me, but I know that I can reach out and maybe find people that can help me fill that void. I don't want you guys thinking that I'm saying, it's okay to be a loner, just be alone. I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to say to be alone. But if you are alone, if you find yourself being lonely, then the last thing that I want you to do is to feel like loneliness is the end of the world, because it's definitely not. So this is my message to you. If you're lonely right now, buckle down, do what you can, change that mindset that you have, and just know, because you may be alone does not mean that you're lonely, because you can be around a whole bunch of people and still be lonely. So this is the time for you to find yourself. This is the time for you to explore new things, develop new talents, find that passion that's inside of you and that purpose that's inside of you, and go for it. And don't stop. And once you find those things, loneliness won't even be a thought in your mind anymore. Not at all, guys. It won't even be a thought. So, like I said, I know it's not easy, but as long as you pray on it and keep on pushing and just take your mind off of it, try to reinvent yourself. Always stay positive. Try to find things that can open your mind up to other things rather than the feeling of loneliness. So, guys, please make sure that you follow me also on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Boys Family 5, Andre&Tiera World, Akira's Journal, and also Peaceful Ambition. I love you guys, and I know I've been moving around everything because, I'm a mom on the go, but always have to vlog and just give my message. So until next time, guys, peace out.